All right, so are you ready to jump into another deep dive?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sweet. Well, this time you sent over quite a bit more stuff than usual.
Mm,
Articles
yeah.
and
Oh,
game recaps and even some fan fiction.
yeah.
But what really caught my eye was this hilarious novella
Like,
all about a team called Brobrag's Biguns.
oh, okay.
So, we're talking orcs and goblins and
Yeah, yeah.
dwarves and all battling it out for gridiron glory.
Right.
But with way more bone crunch and tackles and crazy feats than you'd ever see in any
Right.
regular football game.
I think what's fascinating about Blood Bowl in general, it takes this really familiar concept,
Right.
American football,
Yeah.
but it throws in all these fantasy elements
Yeah.
and it creates this really
Yeah.
brutal and strategic and, as this novella shows, incredibly unpredictable game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so let's meet our orc star here, Brobrag. He's
Okay.
a retired raider, and he decides to try his hand at coaching Blood Bowl. Okay.
He's funded by his war boss.
Right.
With promises of riches and victory.
Whoa.
The only problem is his first season is a total disaster.
Oh, no.
0 wins. All the money's gone. And to add insult to injury,
Yeah.
the team troll ate the war boss's favorite squig.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
So,
it's a rough start.
yeah, so this really sets the stage for Brobrag's character.
Yeah, it really does. He is clearly ambitious.
Yeah.
But I wonder if maybe he's a little naive about the realities of Blood Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the muscle,
Yeah.
but it seems like maybe luck and strategy are
Yeah, it's
colluding him a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so that is where the Reichland Invitational comes in.
Right.
So this is a huge tournament, and the winner gets to face the legendary Reichland Reavers,
Oh, wow.
the reigning champions.
Okay.
Now, a team with Brobrag's track record,
Right.
they wouldn't stand a chance, right?
Yeah, it would seem that way. I mean,
Right.
the Reavers are known for their, relentless offense
Right.
and a practically impenetrable defense.
Yeah.
Even seasoned teams
Right.
struggle against them.
For sure. Okay, but here's where things get really interesting.
Yeah.
So we've got two characters, Mr. Gjer and Mr. Bill,
Okay.
a human and a goblin duo.
Right.
They approach Brobrag with a very, very intriguing proposition.
Interesting.
So these guys are fixers,
Okay.
offering him a chance not only to enter the tournament,
Yeah.
but to make a fortune on the side.
Oh, wow.
Now, the plan itself is absolutely bonkers. Okay, so are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
A bank heist during the game.
What? During the game?
I know, right? It sounds insane.
That's crazy.
But that's Blood Bowl for you.
Okay. Yeah.
So Fingers, he's the black orc blocker.
Right.
He leads a crew of, dubious orcs into
Right.
the vault, and they're using a portal that's conjured
Wow.
by their eccentric wizard, Chanzimit.
Okay.
Now get this, Brobrag gets double-crossed.
Oh, yeah.
Not again. He's set up to face the Reavers while the heist is going down.
So he's been totally played.
Yeah.
Wow. So,
What's messed?
faced with that situation, what do you think motivated Brobrag
Yeah.
to accept such a risky proposition? Was it just pure desperation, or
That's a great question.
was it something more, do you think?
I mean, well, he is definitely between a rock and a hard place.
Right.
On one hand, he's got his war boss breathing down his neck.
Yeah.
On the other hand, this heist could solve all of his problems.
That's true.
Plus, it's not every day you get a chance to rob the Imperial Treasury.
That's a good point. Nobody's ever done that.
Right.
Right.
I mean,
And that's got to be
tempting.
a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
this heist also puts his whole team in incredible danger.
Yes.
The longer they stay in the game,
Right.
the more time the heist crew has in the vault. So the stakes are incredibly high,
Mm-hmm.
not just for Brobrag's, financial future,
Right.
but for his team's safety.
Absolutely.
And let's not forget the fact that he's now facing the Reichland Reavers,
Yeah.
a team that could crush the big guns without breaking a sweat.
Yeah. They're going to walk all over them.
It's a recipe for disaster.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. It's a classic underdog story, though.
Oh, for sure.
You've got Brobrag backed into a corner, facing impossible odds.
Mm-hmm.
It's that kind of scenario that makes you wonder what you would do in his position.
Yeah, definitely. And to make matters worse,
Yeah.
The first half of the game is an absolute bloodbath.
Oh, man.
The Reavers are effortlessly scoring touchdowns,
Right.
and the big guns are just trying to survive.
Meanwhile, inside the vault, you've got Fingers and his crew.
Yeah.
They're navigating this treacherous dungeon filled with booby traps.
Oh, yeah.
All while they're trying to follow the instructions of this mysterious voice. And this disembodied voice,
Yeah.
it seems like it has its own agenda, too.
Right.
It adds another layer of intrigue to the whole thing. Makes you wonder who or what is really pulling the strings behind the scenes.
Yeah, for sure. Meanwhile, back on the field,
Okay.
things are going from bad to worse for Brobrack's team.
Right.
The Reavers are relentless. They're just scoring touchdowns like it's nothing.
Wow.
And the big uns are just struggling to even keep players on the field. It seems like all hope is lost until Fingers emerges from the vault with this strange artifact.
What is it?
It's a silver whistle.
A silver whistle.
Yeah.
What's so special about a silver whistle?
Well, this is where the story takes a really unexpected turn.
Okay.
So it's not just any whistle.
Right.
It's revealed to be Nuffle's whistle,
Nuffle's whistle.
belonging to the god of Blood Bowl himself.
Oh, wow. Okay. So for those unfamiliar with Blood Bowl lore,
Right.
Nuffle is this like chaotic and unpredictable force
Yeah.
that essentially governs the entire game.
Yeah.
So the whistle
Yeah.
is an object of immense power,
Right.
but it needs a specific rule citation to activate it.
Okay, so this is where Chanzamit, the team wizard, drops a bombshell.
Right.
So he reveals that he's actually possessed by an agent of Tzeentch,
Oh, no.
another chaos god.
Wrong.
So both of them, they desperately want this whistle for its power.
Okay.
But there's another twist.
Another one.
There is another voice in his head,
I
your
see.
original Chanzamit,
All right.
and he's willing to make a deal with Brobrag.
Oh, so there's like two people in one? Kinda.
It's crazy, I know.
Wow. That's a high-pressure situation.
Mm-hmm.
Brobrek has to decide whether he's going to trust this, like, chaotic entity
Yeah,
and bargain for the rule citation that he needs
right.
to activate this whistle. It's a risky move, but remember,
Yeah,
he's got nothing left to lose at this point.
exactly. Okay, so the second half begins, and Brobrag, in a moment of defiance, cites this obscure rule
Wow.
and blows the whistle.
What happens?
And what happens next is completely mind-blowing.
Oh, wow.
Nuffle's power descends upon the entire game,
Okay.
and things start getting really, really weird.
So the game just gets like
Oh, yeah.
completely turned upside down.
It goes from this brutal, somewhat predictable contest
Right.
into this crazy spectacle
Right.
that's now governed by the whims of a god.
Wow. It's like Nuffle's saying,
Yeah.
okay, you thought you knew what you were doing. Let's shake things up a bit.
I love it. Okay, so the tide turns dramatically.
Right.
The big uns, they're aided by these inexplicable events.
Right.
And just like these impossible displays of skill and strength.
Okay.
And they start dominating the Reavers. They're
Well-
scoring touchdown after touchdown,
They're coming back.
clawing their way back from what seemed like this totally insurmountable deficit.
That's awesome. This is where the story gets really interesting for me, I think.
Okay, yeah,
It's not just about this, like, improbable win.
right.
It's about how Brobrag, this, like, seemingly simple orc, learns to navigate the chaos.
Right.
He's embracing the unpredictability.
Hmm.
And in doing so, he finds a way to win.
Yeah.
It makes you think about how we approach challenges in our own lives, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You can almost picture it,
Oh,
right?
totally.
Like these highly disciplined Reavers players
Yeah.
suddenly faced in a situation where their playbook goes completely out the window.
Right.
It must have been incredibly frustrating for them.
Well, yeah, and the source material really highlights
Yeah.
this sense of disbelief among both the players
Right.
and the spectators.
Yeah.
The Reavers, known for their, like, discipline and precision,
Mm-hmm.
they're suddenly reduced to a state of utter confusion.
Yeah.
Their confidence is totally shattered by the sheer absurdity of what's happening.
Yeah.
And the fans are furious.
Oh, yeah.
They came to see their beloved Reavers crush the competition,
Right.
not get humiliated by a team of, like, bumbling orcs.
It's like the whole world has been turned upside down.
Yeah, totally. The outrage among the fans,
Yeah.
I think it really speaks to this inherent tension
Yeah.
between order and chaos that exists within Blood Bowl.
Right.
You know, the fans,
Yeah.
they crave the spectacle and the violence and the unpredictability,
Yeah.
but they also expect a certain degree of order,
Right.
a sense that the game is being played within certain boundaries.
Right.
And Nuffle's intervention
Yeah.
throws all of that completely out the window.
Oh, yeah. So the final whistle blows.
Okay.
And against all odds, Brobrog's Big Uns are declared the winners of the Reichland Invitational.
That's incredible.
The stadium erupts in a cacophony of boos and jeers.
Oh, gosh.
The Reavers slink off in disgrace.
Yeah.
And Brobrog's team,
Yeah.
they become like an overnight sensation.
Wow. So to sum up what we've seen so far,
Yeah.
Robrig's journey shows us that even in a game as chaotic as Blood Bowl,
Yeah.
resourcefulness and a bit of luck
Yeah.
can really turn the tide.
For sure.
It's a reminder that sometimes
Yeah.
the underdog can come out on top,
Yeah.
even against the odds.
I love it. But, you know, it's a victory that definitely came at a cost.
Right.
The fixers, Mr. Jur and Mr. Bill,
Yeah.
they meet rather sticky ends,
Yeah.
which really highlights that even in this chaotic world of Blood Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
karma has a way of catching up to those who try to manipulate the system.
It really does. Their greed and deception ultimately backfire.
Right.
It just goes to show that even the best laid plans can unravel
Yeah.
when you're dealing with Nuffle's unpredictable influence.
And the whistle itself.
Yeah.
Gone. Vanished. Like it never even existed.
Wow.
Leaving Brobrag to deal with the aftermath of this insane victory all on his own.
So this final twist, the disappearance of the whistle,
Yeah.
it really underscores how fleeting power and luck can be in Blood Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reminder that even the most extraordinary victories can be temporary.
Okay, but hold on.
Yeah.
There's one last twist, isn't there?
What's that?
Arcanan Orc,
Yeah.
Brobrag, reveals that he actually swapped the real whistle with the referees
Oh.
and fed it to his troll for safekeeping.
What a move. I mean, what a move.
Right.
I can't believe he pulled that off.
This act of deception,
Yeah.
I think it shows us how much Brobrag has grown throughout this whole ordeal.
Yeah, for sure.
He's learned from his mistakes,
Mhm.
he's adapted to the chaos,
Right.
and now he's playing the game on his own terms.
Exactly. He's not that naive orc that we met at the beginning of the story.
Right.
He's become a true Blood Bowl strategist.
Yeah.
And maybe even a force to be reckoned with.
So what does this all mean?
Yeah.
We've seen Brobrag go from a disastrous season to this unbelievable victory,
Right.
all thanks to a bank heist.
A double cross.
Yeah, a double cross.
And a magical whistle.
And a magical whistle. It's a story that's packed with action and intrigue, but I think it also offers some deeper insights.
It's kind of a microcosm of Blood Bowl itself, would
Yeah.
you say? This world where luck and skill and brutality all collide.
Yeah, for sure. It's a reminder that even with the best plans,
Right.
sometimes you just have to roll with the punches and just see where fate takes you.
That's a great point. But wouldn't you say there's a fine line
Yeah.
between embracing the chaos and losing control completely?
Yeah, totally. Where do you think Brobrag falls on that spectrum?
It's a question worth pondering, right?
Yeah.
Has Brobrag, tamed the chaos, or has he become a puppet of it?
Right.
With Nuffle's whistle in his possession, albeit indirectly,
Yeah.
he has this, unique advantage, but also a heavy burden.
Exactly. Will this newfound power lead to even greater success?
Right.
Or will it ultimately be his downfall?
Yeah.
It's the unpredictable nature of Blood Bowl.
That's what keeps us on the edge of our seats.
That's what makes this deep dive so fascinating, right?
Totally.
We've explored ambition and luck and fate,
Right.
the delicate balance between order and chaos, all through the lens of this, incredible Blood Bowl tale. It's a story that reminds us there's always an element of chance in life, just like in Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
We can plan and strategize all we want, but sometimes you just got to take a chance and see what happens.
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll end up scoring that winning touchdown against all odds.
Maybe you will. We may revisit Brobrag and his team in a future episode.
Yeah.
But for now, we'll leave you with this thought-provoking tale of unlikely heroes and the ever-present chaos of Blood Bowl.
Until next time.
See ya.